let's turn our attention to today's matches, UEFA Nations League. You have England taking on Germany. For the English team, it's been a disappointing tournament as well. They are relegated from, you know, the League A of the UEFA Nations League, as it were. But they have Germany to play, and this will be the last match before, you know, the World Cup list is released by Gareth Southgate, who is definitely battling with so much pressure at this point in time. They failed to score goals for over 500 minutes, and they've also lost, you know, successive games for the first time in quite a while. We hear, or I mean, the latest report has it that Trent Alexander-Arnold has been dropped. Jared Bowen of West Ham United have also been dropped. You have Fikayo Tomori of AC Milan, the defender, dropped as well. Not forgetting Southampton's captain James Ward-Prowse also dropped from the match against Germany tonight. What do you make of all of these changes? I think the only inclusion that well, is not a surprise to many has to be Ivan Toney of Brentford, who has 5 goals and 2 assists this season, you know, in the Premier League. What do you make of all of these changes? Do you think we'll see a reaction from England against Germany tonight?
Yeah, they are going to play. They are just going to play to the gallery. Okay. They don't have any more. They don't have anything to lose. They are just going to play for pride's sake. Germany has everything to win for.
Exactly.
For top spot for them to be able to. So it's going to be a tough match for them. The English national team, they've actually lost their confidence. All their team has lost that. Imagine if the whole of English national team, they find it so difficult to score goals in the UEFA Nations League, and that's what makes them to be relegated in a group where Hungary has been fantastic, dealing with them both home and away. And so it's something. This tonight's match is going to be the challenge to every player that their names will appear on that penalty.
Yes.
That probably will be later. So it's going to be a final rehearsal for the World Cup, and the player will be grateful that yes, they are involved in the English team.
Okay, let's see how it pans out. It will be intriguing to see the players that make Gareth Southgate's team. As I said, this is the last round of international matches for the coaches before they release, you know, the list of players that will represent the various countries going into the Qatar World Cup, which, as I said earlier, is less than 7 weeks or less than a month, 2 months from now, because it starts November 20th and today is 26th of September. Croatia were in action yesterday, and it was a 3-1 win over, you know, Austria. Luka Modric leading the lines once again, getting the opening goal for Croatia at 37. Is probably one of the top 5 best midfielders in the world at this stage. Ojo Kayode is still with me. Kayode, what do you make of Croatia's performance, especially Luka Modric? Are we looking at one of the dark horses going into the World Cup, which is about 7 weeks away?
They actually did very well in this Nation League.
Yes.
Matches that they played, and you expect a better show from them when they get to the World Cup, considering that the fact that the last time they were at the Euro, they did so well, and they were at the World Cup. So you expect a better showing from them, from the likes of Luka Modric, which is possibly might be his last World Cup appearance for that, and then you want to expect them to also give their best, the likes of Vivian Lauren and the rest of them. They might people will be watching out for them, because in the past 2 tournaments, both the European tournament, European Cup, and World Cup, they have been doing tremendously. So Croatia and Denmark, you can give it over them.
Okay. Hello, are you there?
Yeah, I'm with you, sir.
Oh, okay. I just missed the last few lines you said, or words you said, rather.
Yeah, I said with Croatia doing very well in the UEFA Nations League.
Yes.
And the same with Denmark, who also did very well. They are the 2 kind of teams that people will be watching out for
at the World Cup.
Not to underestimate them.
Exactly. I mean, you preempted my next question, which we have to turn our attention to France. For the French national team, they were the defending champions of the UEFA Nations League. But this campaign has been disastrous, to say the very least, especially when you consider the caliber of players they have at their disposal. Olivier Giroud, Kylian Mbappe, Karim Benzema. for all of these players scoring goals for fun at their various clubs, when it comes to national team duties, especially during this UEFA Nations League, they've struggled to get goals. Do not forget that even in the middle of the park, you still have Karim Vinga, you have, Tchouaméni, among others. What exactly went wrong for France during this UEFA Nations League?
A whole lot of things because of the appreciation, which I'm very sure, because the same thing that the English team are going through, the same kind of depreciation in their form and in their goal scoring ability, is what the French national team are going through. So the togetherness, the playing for each other is no longer there, and then reliance on some players who are not actually really giving their performing on the international stage are what the coach need to work on, and how they're going to change all this trajectory for them to continue to perform. And they're just a point ahead of Austria. Austria that got relegated from their UEFA Nations League group A. So they would have been relegated if not for Austria. So they need to do whatever they can. They are trying to do whatever they can to change this French national team. Start this French national team.
Yes.
They will give a better performance at the World Cup.
Quite shameful, it must be said, from the French national team. Quickly, for that Group A1, you had Croatia topping with 13 points from 6 games, and as a result of that, they're into the finals of the UEFA Nations League. You have Denmark, finishing as runner-up with 12 points. France with 5 points from 6 games. Quite, terrible, it must be said. And Austria with 4 points. They're relegated from that group. Well, let's turn our attention now to Group 4 of the League A as well, and that had to do with Netherlands against Belgium. It was the key fixture, but it was the Dutch team that was able to do the double. 1-0 Virgil van Dijk, heading Netherlands through to the finals. You think the Dutch team are also a force to reckon with when it comes to title favorites at Qatar, especially considering the run they've had ever since Louis van Gaal took charge for the 3rd time? Yes.
The way and manner actually transformed the Dutch.
Exactly.
Ever since they took over, they have been they are performing very well. They've not actually gotten some major tournaments before he came, and since he came, he has been doing well. He has been giving them the morale they need, the boost they need, the confidence they need. For them to be able to defeat the Belgium national team, it's something that is not easily not easily come back, and you can't take it away from the Dutch coach, Louis van Gaal. So, unexpectedly, you expect them to be one of the major competitors at the World Cup.
At the World Cup.
And because they have everything it takes for them to deliver at that outcome.
Okay. Talking about that group, League A Group 4, you have the Netherlands steamrolling everyone. 16 points from 6. They dropped to just 2 points. And it's Belgium who finished as runner-up with 10 points. And Poland 7, while the Welsh national team have been relegated, having had just a point from 6 matches. So the other match in that group had Poland winning by lone goal against Wales, and it was right there at Cardiff, talking about the defeat for Wales. Quickly, in the world of basketball, it's all about Jay Crowder at this point in time. Crowder, the NBA veteran who has played for several franchises, has mutually agreed to part ways with the Phoenix Suns, and that's coming, despite the fact that he has 1 year left on his $10.1 million contract a year. And for Jay Crowder, the defensive, stalwart definitely will be missed. Averaged over 9 points per game for the Suns as they made it into the postseason once again. Just couldn't make it count for them in terms of repeating their run to the NBA Finals. This time around, they couldn't even conquer the Western Conference in that sense. It had to do with the Golden State Warriors, winning this. Well, let's wrap it up now with a bit of NFL before we delve into the world of football. And for NFL, you know quite well that the regular season is on, and everyone is working towards or fighting towards the February showdown, which is the Super Bowl. But the biggest news is that Rihanna, music superstar, 9-time Grammy Award winner Rihanna, will be headlining the halftime show for the Super Bowl 23, and it will be interesting to see this happen because in 2019 she was meant to headline the show, but she pulled out, saying that she would have been an enabler of the issues that Colin Kaepernick knelt down for, talking about racial issues at the time, social injustice, social ills, among others. So this time around, the question is, what has changed? No one knows, but Rihanna will be headlining the Super Bowl come February 12th, 2023. And you can be assured that the 14 minutes performance will be watched by millions of people. That of 2022 was watched by over 120 million people over the globe. So it's Rihanna headlining that of 2023.